And we are compromising our like a kind of risk. So what happens? As an example, some of the big people from the countries, they are like heart, they have a artificial heart, pumping the heart, which is actually artificial. What is called the pacemaker. So pacemaker is inside, and then pacemaker is connected through the network to the hospital, because your whole body network, body sensor network is connected with the sensor. Your blood pressure, your diabetes, your everything is monitoring time. And then this is connected to the hospital. Doctor don't want to come your home. Then doctor actually checking 24/7 that what is going on each second. And the hacker figure out that this guy is actually responsible of the country. He somehow came inside this network. And then he enhance your pulse from 120 to 200. What will happen? This is a big disaster. So that's the thing, that wherever we are actually going forward, in each aspect, we need to have a security. And then this security, which level we need to have? Device level, network level, system level, operating system, each of the aspects we need. How do you believe that some other companies of the third parties, they are writing your code for the operating system, and you are taking their operating system? Then how do you believe that that operating system is doing 2 plus 3 equal to 5, rather than 2 plus 2 equal to 5? How will you fix these things? So that's why in different domain in this IT security, we need lots of people and lots of demand in the market. If you go in deep, just search cryptographic protocol designer, IT security, IT analyst. You will see that hundreds of jobs are there. So for this case, we actually a huge range of this like background from bachelor to until PhDs, and on the other hand, some of the professional certification also there. So as an example, someone completed his undergraduate, and later he wants to do this one, and in this case he can take some professional certification, which is actually provided by some organization like EC Council or ISACA, some of them like this, CH, ISCS, PRC, CISA, something like that certifications are also is okay if you have this one. So this is this still skills and experience we need for this domain to fulfill this domain. Then another one is blockchain. So people are talking like nowadays, and even in Toronto, many companies are asking that blockchain developer, what does it mean by blockchain? So in the case of blockchain, actually we are trying to have a decentralized solutions. Rather than having a central authority, we want to eliminate that one and make this one, everything is decentralized peer-to-peer communication. Say as an example, in current market, in real estate domain in Toronto, if you want to buy and sell a house, then you have to go through internal many process. If you want to buy a used car, then you have to go through many process that what is the car condition, to check that document and all other things. Right? So that things you want to hassle free. So in sender, the buyer and seller, they can just do themselves rather than going through all of these intermediaries. So that can be solved by this blockchain solution. But not necessarily that blockchain is applicable for all the domains. So it depends on that like scenario where we are trying to apply that. Based on this, you can adopt the blockchain technologies there. So already in Europe and also in US, many of the companies and even some of the banks, they have started their own cryptocurrencies for using the blockchain technologies. And for this case, we need to have just kinds of experience, like data structure, data architecture, smart contract, and cryptographic knowledge. And from this one, future trend, we can say that if we spend time or if we can have some knowledge on cybersecurity, machine learning, clear technology for device security. Clear technology for device security means that if you have a device and you are an end user and you are a hacker, then how to protect that one. Say as an example, Rogers is doing business, and you are in a hacker, you are checking their set-top box and opening at your house, and then you are trying to get the keys and make your own business domain. How to others protect that one? Or any other companies, those who are doing content business, how they can protect these things. That is the technology, is clear technology. So if you are expert on that, there are many jobs on this domain, digital right management. These people are looking for these people. Then IoT and right now the connected car security. People are even trying to have that car should run alone without a driver. And then what happened? How someone can invade in the network, and what kinds of disaster can happen. So we need that one also, connected car securities. So there are many things related to domains. Time is very short, so thanks. Dhanyavad and arigato.
Sorry, for my closing, because your research and my operations of day-to-day job is very, very close. Actually, so I was asking questions for that. I have one more question. You said about I'm still coming to the cryptography. So nowadays, cryptography is actually complex environment for all the machine stuff. For a dumb people like me, I work in the network side, operations, switch routers. I need to know, say, I use IPS ideas, right. I use Splunk. For all the machine stuffs comes with IPS ideas, right. And Splunk. I see the logs on the Splunk. Right. So it's basically, those tools are helping me to read all the machine languages. Right. Say about it.
So your target is to
see what's happening inside the tunnel, inside the packets. So all these in Palo Alto firewall.
Right. That's the things you can see.
Or F5 load balancers,
right.
L2 load balancer, lots of traffics are coming. So I cannot see.
You cannot see the cryptographic things and other things on that. Yes.
So I use these tools for Splunk to see what's happening inside in the packets.
Right. So as an example, I can give you a scenario. So as an example, your Palo Alto device you are using, and you see that a packet when is coming from outside, and then based on this payload of this packet, you are discarding it, or you are allowing it to go inside, right?
Yeah.
So now question comes that how that things internally is working to know about that,
yeah.
Right? Okay. So think about that. There are some research and there are some evidence already, and things that one of the major projects is running by University of New Brunswick, and they have a huge data set. So I can give you a scenario. Say last year, I had myself a project with my students that using the data set, say as an example, distributed denial of service attack. So that people, they have their defined data sets. Defined data set means that they have experience with the practical network and figure it out that based on these packets like values of the particular attributes, if one packet can be detected as an attack, and one packet can be detected as not an attack. So this way, you actually categorize maybe 100,000 of packets, right? And now, you don't want to make it manually. You want to make it automatically. Okay. So now what happened? You will be taking an efficient machine learning algorithm, then teach that algorithms based on these data sets. Yes, using all of these data sets when you are teaching your algorithm. Now algorithm is already experienced with that data set. Then if any new packet is coming there, then based on this knowledge, the device can detect that this packet is a kind of either a genuine packet or it's a fake packet or kind of attack. So that background algorithm is actually you are working in the database and in the data set applying the machine learning algorithm. When you are taking that result, that point you are not knowing over there that what is going on there. Yeah. So if you want to go that level, then you have to be actually working on that thing, how to integrate these things and working on that to develop this application and put it in the device. So the end user can just configure from the outside and then he can get that log and he can figure it out what is going on in the
Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Mizanur. I have a question.
Okay, we are shortage of time. This is not technical session. He said about the employment. So if you have any questions, can you please ask him personally so that we can maintain our schedule? We are behind the schedule somehow.
Okay.
He will give you. He will be there.
No, I wanted to know about it. So that
No, yeah, it's a technical, it's a vast subject, so you can ask him personally, and we are behind the
I
schedule.
mean, if you can do 2 minutes time, I can give his answer.
Sure. Yeah. So, in fact, I am working in business intelligence last 13 years, 14 years. So I am tired now. I was working in top-notch tools like IBM, IBM Business Intelligence. I have certified of IBM Business Intelligence. But nowadays, a lot of business intelligence tools, cheap tools are coming in the market. Even Microsoft also is sending their tools very cheaper.
Right.
So company is going to those direction. And now we are using top-notch tools. Now we are in vulnerable situation. So I want to switch from business intelligence to cyber security. Is there any possibility?
Yeah, so your background is engineering, right?
Engineering, but I have masters in computer science.
Oh, that's good. So you can easily,
And research-based masters.
yeah, so you can easily take a kind of like a maybe 1 year a kind of course, or even some of the certification course. Say as an example, maybe as you have already IT experience, if you spend some time on CH, Certified Ethical Hacker, or CYSA Plus, Security Analyst, which is actually maintained by CompTIA and CEC Council, that will be okay because you have lots of background. You can easily switch that way to get that in this market.
I'll talk. Thank you.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Dr. Mizan, I liked your one that microwave will talk to cup and this and that, rice cooker, but we'll be lazy then. I don't like that. Anyway,